My first day at university. My parents drove me in a car stuffed full of everything I owned. I'd been a bit nervous all day, but I felt full-on terrified when we got to the student village. I've no idea how well I did at pretending to look confident.
Now who is this?
If anyone else noticed, they didn't say. They were probably doing it too. Paul always liked Will.
I have no idea who
I doubt
this
my
is at all.
biological dad would have.
Oh, maybe it's like
Looking
Sue
at
or
all my things in
Susie
the
or
boot
whatever
of
her
the
name
car,
was.
I never knew I had so much stuff.
Okay. What do we do now? Up here.
I think Mum or Paul must have picked up the keys from somewhere. Weird that I don't remember how we got them now. I went up first.
Oh, is this memories? Is this all just a bunch of memories?
Walking into my dorm room for the first time, I kind of remember how it felt for me. I never thought back then how it would have felt for Mum and Paul. Soon they were going to drive away and go home to an empty house. Just a few more boxes, and their kid wouldn't be living with them anymore.
Yeah, I don't know what to say to this yet. So sorry about my lack of conversation and commentary. I'm just sort of... I lack the knowledge of what to say right now. It's just not quite enough here yet. But once we get there, we'll get there at some point in time.
I had a room that was all my own. It seemed unreal. Cheap carpet and a thin mattress. It didn't matter. It was my space.
Oh, going back up there. Shift to walk faster.
It had
It's always
four
nice.
walls and a door that I could lock. I was frightened, sure, but also excited. I had my own key and all the stuff that goes with that.
I remember my first day in college, and it very much felt exactly like she's talking about.
Having a room and being 18, yes, of course I was thinking about dating. I guess everyone was.
That
I
part
think
wouldn't
everyone
surprise
felt
me.
like they weren't good enough, like the others all had some secret that made them confident and sexy.
Whew. This is actually kind of giving me chills, and I know that there's like nothing going on yet,
Cute's
but
the right word. I didn't really think about sexy back then, I guess.
what are you looking at?
It's funny to think back, like this, now.
Well, how do you mean? Oh yeah.
I didn't notice Will again for a couple of weeks. If I'm honest, I'd forgotten about him while I got set up in my new home, though he must have been in the lectures. So anyway, I next noticed him through the window of the Union Bar.
Is that in here? Is it not in there? Ah.
I recognized him then from the first day, and I remembered liking how he'd look back at me then.
yeah.
The music scene was good back then. Blur, Pulp, Elastica, Thingy, Suede. All those bands were great. Not that the Union played them much. It was more dancey in there.
Well, yeah.
As much as it was tacky in there, I miss it too. It was crowded, hard to talk, and the floor was sticky from spilled Alka-Pops, but it was fun.
Alka-Pops? What the hell is that?
I guess I set my sights on him that night. I was determined to at least talk to him. It's not easy to find someone when you're not so tall and the lights are low. Spotting Will in the crowd was hard. I think I was changing fast. It'd only been a couple of weeks since I got to uni, but I felt very different. Will always gave me a good vibe. I know that sounds weird, but there it is. He just felt like a good person. He was too.
Who am I going through? Aha! Gotta get a drink first, before I go see Will. What am I doing? Not good things, that's what. Oh, there he is.
Will was talking to another guy when I found him. I don't remember what I said to join in the conversation. I don't think there was any doubt about my intentions. It was hard to talk over the music. We had a couple of drinks, and then I remember pulling him outside.
I'll admit this music is kind of entertaining. I'm not much of a party guy either,
I could
like
feel
at all.
my heart racing. That excitement of anticipation.
Bye-bye music.
It was cold, but in a welcome way. We went to sit for a moment, to look at the view.
That's pretty. And then comes the cute, sappy music that just makes you want to, like, hold your heart in your hand as you rip it out of your flesh. Yes, exactly that.
And that was when he first kissed me.
Oh, I wanted to see it. I was gonna get all sappy and shit. Movie theater, huh? Alright.
Our first proper date was to the cinema.
The cinema? Oh. That word choice, though. Let's see. I mean, this is not a common cinema movie theater in America. This seems like it's sort of a British-made thing. Yeah, I don't like that seat. It's way too close. Let's try over here. Yeah, that's a good seat.
We had seats in the middle of the cinema. It didn't help my nerves much having everyone nearby.
Alright.
We sat there fidgeting, wanting to touch but scared to.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
I kept looking sideways to see if he was looking at me, but tried not to move my head too much in case he wasn't looking and noticed that I was. I shifted in my seat a bit, letting my leg touch his. I was so smooth. When I went to hold his hand, he moved his away. But I think that was by accident.
No.
The film had that guy in it who always acts crazy but then does lots of action kick-ass stuff. We weren't really paying attention, I think.
You don't usually when you're sitting there with a guy you like.
It was like everything else faded out.
Oh, wow. It is fading out. What else do I look at? I don't know what else I'm looking at. Whoa, that's cool. I like the lens flare.
I finally made an actual move and put my hand on his leg. I felt so relieved when he smiled at me. His hand was warm and dry, and his skin soft. He gently held the side of my face, turning me towards him. He closed his eyes and kissed me, placing his lips softly onto mine. We sat with our fingers locked together for the rest of the film, and when it was over we walked out, still holding hands. As we were going though, I had this weird, prescient feeling. I could feel I was falling in love fast for the first time, but it was so strong, it would end.
Been there, done that.
Will always gave the impression of confidence, like he always had a grand plan. I wish I knew if he saw that end coming too, like I felt it was. I don't know if that would have made how it went any easier.